My paintings talk about really a lot about entanglement and movements. That's what interests me. What interests me is how do we relate to each other? How do we relate to nature? Are we separate? We're not. We're definitely not separate. You know, we're all made of borrowed molecules from the ground, and we use them while we're alive, and eventually they return. And as we live in this world, we interact. We interact with everything around us. It's just a part of us. So when I paint, I try to render that visually. I want to express that sense of connection between the subjects and the environment and the background, and the fact that none of my subjects are separated. They're all entangled, and they live in this world that never stops moving. Nature's always been a big part of my life. I've always gravitated towards nature. My favorite thing to do, as far as I can remember, is walking outside. It just brings me peace, and it allows me to think, and it's the process of being in the body while you walk, to me, has always been just what I need. And now it really relates to painting as well. They sort of became entangled, the two. The process is very similar to me. So when you go for a walk in nature, it's about all those little steps that you take, and you add them up, and eventually you get somewhere, or you come back. But it brings you to places you didn't think you could go. And for me, painting is the same. You add up all these little brush strokes, and they take you places. They allow you to explore. They give you a place of freedom. And it's the repetition of that movement that eventually gives you a little bit of knowledge about yourself, knowledge about the world. It's a place of exploration, just like walking. We're all in perpetual movement and all stuck together in this wonderful world. So in my paintings, I think you would see the movement first, and then when you enter a little bit in a deeper relationship with the work, then you catch the life that's hidden in it. The movements of the colors and the shapes will grab you first, and then as you follow the lines, you start seeing subjects appearing, and trees appearing, and backgrounds appearing. So I mix all the plans, and I mix all the subjects together, and I cross the lines, and I cross the colors, and then they mingle, they exist together. I want to talk about life. I want to talk about our place in the world. I want to talk about how we're an integral part of each other, of what surrounds us. I mean, everything in this world has an effect on us, and we have an effect on it. So for me, I want to be careful. I want to be careful to paint in a way that expresses this, and that will leave behind something that speaks of how valuable it is to be a part of the rest of the world, to be connected.